Good evening today. It's June of 2018, and I hope that my self in 5 years finds this video very helpful. This transformational guide will cover an overall concept in which I will try to show and give my future self a blueprint for a better, improved, evolved finished product. That finished product is you, meaning myself. That finished product is Jose as an improved leader, Jose as an improved person, and Jose as a more confident, assertive person. I want to not only briefly talk about some of the eye-opening developments that I have been part of during this course, which has led me to be able to make this video today. I want to show you how I have been able to digest those topics, those talks, those case studies, those readings, and incorporate them into a 5-year plan that will allow me to evolve into a better person. How did I get here? How did I end up making this video? Well, the journey started with Dr. Deptula and his first TED Talk. That sparked in me a desire to push myself to the limit to cover areas that have often been overlooked. The main one is accountability. Throughout the 8 weeks of this course, we covered many terms and many cases with a wide range of topics. We covered things that focused on critical thinking, leadership transformation, building of leadership brand, self-leadership, and tools to better analyze our development and progress in the constant journey for improvement. With that said, I took bits and pieces from each one of those topics and concepts, and the plan was designed. I am placing an emphasis on honesty, transparency, and positive reinforcement. It is fundamental for me to understand today, in order for me to do this in the future, the importance and the difference between disciplined versus undisciplined mind concepts. Working towards being able to instill added discipline and depth to what is today an undisciplined mind, but what will be a disciplined mind with the help of this video and with the help of incorporating all the lessons I have learned throughout this summer. Being able to successfully apply this will lead and translate into more honest and useful reflection. Reflection goes hand in hand with accountability, and they are the key factors that will allow my transition and progress in this journey. I used to think in a very logical, grounded way. This led me to enjoy some benefits and reap some rewards, but it did not challenge me. In developing my critical thinking skills, you will be able to evolve your thought process and develop and master new improved skills. These advances, including practicing the development of my strategies, identifying and trying to isolate my ego, and analyzing things at the root rather than the surface, will give you benefits. As we progress from 2018 to 2019, 2020, 2021, and end up in 2023, you will see the changes. Trust me. You will think back on this point and you will see that step by step you are obtaining new and improved skill set. I can confidently say that this will allow you to transition from an opportunistic leader to an expert. This is a step you need to take if you want to continue progressing in the right direction. This process is only possible through honest self-reflection and through the realization that I was an opportunistic, underdeveloped leader. Identifying those flaws by self-reflection, honesty, and accountability are key to understanding that there is room for improvement. The transition will not be smooth, it will be far from easy, but it will be worth it. This realization, along with many other transformational leadership techniques covered, helped me understand that it is important for me to continue developing a brand. My brand is much more than a logo, it is much more than a slogan. It is a way of conducting yourself day in and day out, staying consistent to the process of growth and improvement. Brand building is fundamental for you to become a better leader. Without brand building, you will never be true to yourself and you will never become a person that is accountable and honest with yourself. Without that, self-improvement is difficult to obtain. For me to begin this, for you to continue this, you have to understand that you could not negotiate the essence of my brand. Being a good, honest, hardworking person is not negotiable. However, I could be flexible in aspects if they are in place for my overall well-being. One character flaw that you possessed in the past was being extremely rigid with yourself, including how hard and how negatively you reacted when something did not go according to the plan. The brand cannot be so rigid. You must learn from cases such as the Tara Banks Harvard case study, where you saw that flexibility and being able to roll with the punches was a major determining factor in her success. Let's learn a little bit from that and apply it. You must evolve and become a more compassionate, understanding person. That will help your brand overcome obstacles that you will, without a doubt, face. You need to understand that errors and unexpected setbacks can and probably will occur. However, that does not mean that you are further away from your goal. You need to stay positive and stay relaxed. Things will be okay. Understanding this and incorporating the compassion aspect will allow you to become a better person and leader. It'll show you that you can definitely set goals for yourself, others, and your team based on many different factors, not just black and white figures. It'll make you and it'll help you develop a system where accountability is the most important thing and taking responsibility is rewarded rather than dreaded. Developing this brand will help give birth to your own leadership style, unique to you. And that leadership style must help you handle internal conflicts and inner demons. How will you be able to achieve this? It won't be easy, but you can, and you will do this by incorporating self-observation and reflection, properly setting goals, and most importantly, aligning your interests, aligning our interest with that of the team and the firm that I work with. I truly believe that this leadership model cultivates and instills an environment where feedback is encouraged and encouraging for the person giving and receiving it, where support is firm but it is also gentle, and where confidence and self-esteem are assets and are abundant. If you manage to incorporate this, slowly but surely you will progress in the right direction. These skills, these changes, these sacrifices will help you become a better self. Lastly, I want to close with some very important sentiments. Good energy and attitude. They're very important. They can be brought about by a helpful and nurturing leadership skills that attract better people. This is going to help tremendously with one of your very noticeable shortcomings, which is your very limited developer network. very limited circle of trust. You need to work on this. You need to branch out and obtain a wider and more diverse network of developers and peers. Trust me, I know you don't like to. I know you're reserved. I know you're private. I know that you're happy with your handful of developers, and if you could chop some off, you would. But trust me, you need to broaden your horizons and gain a more eclectic and diverse set of peers with whom you may bounce ideas off and get honest, caring feedback. This is not just a 5-year plan. I know that it will take some time for you to implement these things and make them habits and make them into a routine. But what I am telling you now, although generalized with some specifics thrown in, is an everlasting plan. It is a way of life. It is a way of operating. This will be constant evolution, and it'll be modification after modification and tweak and improvement after improvement. It'll be far longer than the 5-year timeline Dr. DePatula wishes me to tell you about. However, change and striving to become a better self is a lifetime commitment after taking this class. Constant work and effort will continue to be rewarded for you as a person, as a leader, and as a human being. Jose, I love you very much, and I wish you the best. I know that by listening to this, you will be able to make some changes, and next year you'll be a better person. The year after that, you'll be a better person, and hopefully every year from now on, you will be a better self. Thank you.